And then we'll get started. Hey, you guys. Okay, Fam Jam team call, January 6th, 2020. This is insane, but I love it. I am so excited to be like running into 2020. We crushed out the end of the year, like crushed it out. We have no idea what our ranking is. We have no idea
Still waiting.
Hit anything. We talked to Jake's story today, our corporate mentor, and he's like, we don't have the updated list yet. I can't leak anything out to you.
Soon, he said. We'll know soon.
That's all we got. So as soon as we know, you guys will know. But yeah, super, super proud of all of you guys and all the work that we've done. This is our first team call of the year, right?
Yeah.
Am I like, I've been so sick. I don't even know what day it is. So I just want I want to open it up to recognition before we get going with anything else. Does anyone have any recognition?
I do. None of my coaches are on the call, but I wanted to, I know I did it in the Thursday recognition, but I wanted to recognize Rob again for crushing another flip and flash sale. Like he just kind of just goes all in. So, and Christina, who had her best month yet and ended up on the leaderboard. So I'm really proud of her. And Yolanda, signed a coach today. So it's her husband, but she's halfway to Emerald. So that's huge, huge, huge. I had a team call with my team last night and I think it just kind of set her in motion. So I'm super proud of her. And she even told me, I was in my back office and I noticed and I was like, so I was hoping she'd be on here, but I'll have to send her a separate message.
I love that. That's incredible. Anyone else? Trish?
I have one.
Yeah.
She's not here right now because she is currently finishing her 100 workout of Morning Meltdown 100. But Amy Lauder, who within the last week has signed her first coach. And also last month, we busted so hard for her to hit SC5 on New Year's Eve night. We were sitting there trying, but she hit SC4. And I'm so super proud of her. She did a great job. She is going to freaking move mountains, that girl.
That's awesome. Yeah, Amy's always in my inbox and I love it. She's always asking so many questions and just sharing conversations and always willing to learn and grow. So congrats, Amy. That's huge. Kaylee, where are you going to go?
I think they're on, but I just want to recognize Sabrina. She signed her first PS coach, and so that's really exciting, and she's just doing really good already, and she's just like super interested in the business side and is like ready for this next step. So I think that's just super important to recognize like people's readiness and willingness. So I'm super proud of her. She's gonna kick some butt. And also Jody, she's just keeping her Emerald, which is super good. Both of her people that are signed up under her are just doing so well in their journey, and they just have such a great leader in that journey. So I'm just super proud of her for being an outstanding leader for us.
I love that. That's incredible. And welcome, Sabrina. This is so exciting. I love when I logged in and I saw so many new faces over the past like 30 days. And it's just been incredible. So I'm really excited to get to know each and every one of you a little bit more too. Okay, anyone else? Recognition? I want to give a huge shout out to Danielle Vera for hitting Success Club in December. And you guys, this was a huge one because Success Club points in December actually transferred into elite points, elite ranking points. And we were, the beginning of December, we were 16 points away from being a premier team. In no month in 2019 had we ever achieved receiving 16 points. No month. No. And in December, we either got 15 or 16 points. Yeah. We're not sure yet. But it's like so close. And regardless of whether or not we hit it, like legit, it's not even about the title. Yeah. The fact that like Danielle, you were like last minute. It was so good. You pushed so hard. You did not give up. I'm just so proud of you. And that goes for everyone else who I could sit here and name off like everyone on the team basically. But you guys just pushed so hard with it being the flash sale, with it being the end of the month, with it being this big push for this yearly goal, both Fam Jam and your own personal goals. It was so nice to see you guys come together. I feel like everyone was pitching in, everyone was helping out. You were all answering questions with each other. It was just so, I don't know, I loved it. I had such a fun month in December, you guys.
That was the biggest thing for me, is to see, because I'm always in the back office, so I see every little bit that happens on this team, and to see you guys even interact in the chat groups and answer questions before maybe Shalene and I could even get to them, that part, like that camaraderie is what's going to drive this team to the top, is you guys sticking together and having each other's backs. And for me, that is like a super proud moment of you guys, and to see you guys come together, especially in a time where we were in a push and you guys just all leaned on one another. Man, that was incredible.
We're in a lot of chats. We don't see what we see in our chat all the time. We're in a lot of chats. We don't always see that. So I love it. And it's so good. And you guys actually feel like family to us. So I also, just before we move on, I know Shaw and Drew are not on this call right now, but we're just going to send our condolences out to both of them and their families. Drew's father actually lost his battle with cancer on New Year's Day. So just sending lots of love and prayers to them as they kind of get through this tough time, this difficult time, and get their footing again. So yeah, if you just send them a quick little message to let them know you're thinking about them, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight, I'm going to keep this kind of quick. I really feel like last year we learned a lot of lessons. Last year was a huge transition year for us. I quit my full-time job last January. It was actually a year today. I quit my full-time job, my corporate job, and decided that, thanks Kaylee, because you're clapping there, and decided that this was going to be something that I pursued. And it was the scariest decision. It took months of like, okay, can we actually do this? Is this something that I can actually pursue? Because you guys, I have tried so many businesses in the past. I tried being a cake maker, and while they look beautiful, it's really hard to charge good money for cakes. I tried making art prints. I tried other network marketing companies. I literally have had 7 other businesses since my children have been born. And nothing compares to this. So last year when I really said, okay, let's, like, this is what I want to pursue, this is what I want to do, it was full of fear. Like, Jared was not back to work. I was really skeptical of my own abilities and what I could actually do with this business, and if it was going to work, or if I was going to have to go and find a part-time job at Tim Hortons, or go crawling back to my mom and be like, I need an administration job, please help me. Like, I need anything because I need to feed my children. Like, it was a really, really scary time. And for us, it just came with a lot of lessons. And the biggest lesson that I really learned was the fact that I think I probably could have made any business that I had in the past 9 years work. And what it really came down to was believing in that slight edge. Like, reading that book for me really changed a lot. But really just believing in the power of what you're doing every single day over time, like just compounded over time, it will start to work for you if you believe in it, if you have passion behind it, and if you're actually doing the work that you need to do to get you there, instead of just pretending like you're showing up or doing activities that are just busy activities and not income producing activities. But I promise you, if you stick with the vital behaviors and you stick with those income producing activities, over time, you're gonna see that growth happen. And there was so many months where I wanted to kind of, in the beginning, I was like, I don't even know if I can see it. Like, I don't even know if that big vision is there. I'm going to believe in it, but I really don't know if it's there. And last year, I think one big lesson for me was just that I proved to myself that I could do it. And I feel like I'm unstoppable now. Just personally, like that's just something that I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone on so many levels. And I hope that if that wasn't a year for you last year where you could push yourself outside of your comfort level, that you find that this year. And I spent 2 years of really finding myself. My first year, I pick a word every single year instead of a resolution. And my first year, my word that I started doing this, because honestly, I never even set resolutions to begin with. So when I picked my word in 2018, it was unapologetic. And for me, that was just something that I had to internally deal with a lot of mom guilt that I put on myself for no reason, a lot of guilt of failed businesses in the past, a lot of guilt for being in a job that I'd been in for 10 years and I just quit it actually that year and tried something new. I was trying to like just learn who I was as my own identity instead of just being a mom. Because when I had kids, I just turned into a mom. And that's who I was. And it was like, this is great. I love my life, but there's more. And I'm more than just a mom. And I had to find that. So for me, that was kind of 2018 and kind of like figuring all that out. I didn't get super uncomfortable with a lot of things. I tried a little bit, but more importantly, I just healed. And I just worked through a lot of the pain that I had from the past. And last year, my word was soar. I wanted to just fly and I wanted to be able to just release myself from everything. And I did a lot of soul work and I did a lot of heart work and I did a lot of the hard things that I had been ignoring for years and years and years. A lot of pain that I just tried not to be a victim of, but you can't change what happened to you. You can't change the circumstances around what your life has been. You can't change the events that have occurred because you can't control them. And I had to learn to not be a victim of my past and view it from that point of view, like have that lens of being the victim. And instead, I had to look at it through a lens of what am I going to learn from this lesson? Do you mind helping her? We have an awake child. What am I going to learn from this, and how am I going to grow from this, and what do I need to do in order to heal from all of this? So it literally has been 2 years of healing. If you guys haven't done that work, if you haven't done that hard work, I truly believe that I'm not going to step into the leader that I want to be. I'm not going to step into the CEO that I want to be. I'm not going to step into my own personal health and wellness journey the way that I want to without doing all of that work. And it's hard and it's constantly changing and it's ever evolving, but there's things in my past that I just constantly kept thinking about. And it wasn't until I started healing myself through all of those thoughts that I used to have about past events that were like the story that just keeps coming up, or like that one event that you just keep thinking about and it's on repeat all the time, or you keep fighting with somebody about it, whether it's a brother or sister or a parent or a spouse. And it's always about like the same thing over and over and over again. I encourage you guys to heal from that this year. Take the time to really dig in and forgive yourself, forgive other people, like dive into whatever that is, because it's honestly, those were my anchors that were holding me down. And I worked through a lot of it last year. This year, my word is bulletproof. Cause I'm proved to myself last year that I can do hard things. I can get uncomfortable. And I can do the work that I need to do in order to get to the places I need to go. And the vision is so clear. My purpose and my passion is here. It's with you guys. And I just really want to encourage you guys to do all of that work, because I wouldn't be standing here today with the word bulletproof if it weren't for the work that I'd done in the past 2 years. So I don't know if you guys have chosen a word for this year. If you want to share it, that would be cool. If you just want to drop it in the chat, that would be awesome. But I'd love to hear from you guys a little bit about what your word is and why, if anyone's willing to share. Imagine. I love that. I heard a little bit about your story. Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, I think just I've always, not always, yeah, maybe always, been very black and white. Like growing up, everything was very black and white. There was a period of time where like my cousins and I would get together and we'd have these like we'd play these elaborate games, and like we would pretend that we were, I don't even remember, like my grandfather's garage was like our home base. Like we'd carry around a backpack and it was like our secret paperwork and all that. I don't know. It's like a long time ago. But then like I hit a certain age where all of that imagination went out the window. Like it was very like, it's black and white. It's got to be black or white. There's no gray area. There's no imagination. Like it's right or wrong. I was a very logical person. And I think after everything that happened with my brother, I've had to let go of that. And I really want to go back to being able to use my imagination again. Sorry, I wasn't planning on getting emotional. And seeing the gray and being able to just imagine forward and imagine all the things that I can achieve if I just let go of things having to be right or wrong or a certain way. Or so that's my word.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. I know that that's hard. And I think that you're not alone in losing that. I think a lot of us get to a point where we lose that. And I'm so excited to see what this year brings for you. And I'm so excited to see how that word just plays out this year in everything that you do, because I think it's really gonna have you like just set you free. So I'm really excited for it. Thank you. Does anyone else want to share their word? Has everyone picked a word? I feel like you're typing. Are you typing, Danielle? You're still deciding. Okay. Yeah, it took me a while. Oh, I love it. You got my workbook. Yeah. If you guys don't know, I do have a workbook in, is it in the Fam Jam group? I believe it's in the file section. And you can go through the whole workbook if you want. There's like ideas and prompts and all kinds of stuff in it. So you can go for that. Oh, that's okay, Trish.
What's that?
Oh, Google, stop it. Google talks to me all the time. Limitless. I like that, Trish. Uncomfortable. Intentional and growth speak to me this year. These are great words. I love it. And I really think, Andrea, have you picked a word? Have you ever done this exercise before? No? Okay. Do you normally set resolutions? Sometimes?
I'm going to unmute myself for a minute.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it, but I absolutely don't have word picked out. And I've never done anything like this before. So it's very, very new to me.
It's very powerful. For those of you who haven't done a word of the year before, it's very powerful. And what I do is my word is actually on my screensaver on my computer. So I see it every time I log into my computer. At the beginning of last year, I actually had it posted on my mirror. And so every single morning I saw my word. And it's like every time you make a decision, I just kind of made a promise to myself that I was going to have that word. And it was like, is this decision that I'm making right now, does it align with the word I chose for myself this year? Because if it doesn't, then my answer is no. To whatever the question is, my answer is no. I don't have time for it. That's not where my energy is going. That's not where my focus is going, because it doesn't align with where I want to go. It doesn't have to be all about business either. Know that. It doesn't have to be that way. It just has to be about how you want to show up in your life, with your relationships, with whatever is going on career-wise, with your business, all of it, health and wellness, like your own personal wellness. It really is for all of it. And how do you want to show up in those areas in your life? So yeah, I encourage you to try it and see how it goes. And let us know. Keep us posted. Anyone else? Who else is on here? T, Amy, do you guys have a word of the year? Fierce. Oh, Andrea. Yes. Love it. And that's the thing. I think on my words for a little bit. And sometimes you're struggling, and then all of a sudden a word comes out and it's like, yep, that one's mine. We were actually watching Jared needs to be here because I'm terrible with titles of shows. We were watching a Kevin Hart, his thing on Netflix. It's more of a documentary. It's really, really good. And he has like some really incredible lessons in there. It's really powerful. If you like Kevin Hart, you should watch it. And in there, he said he was bulletproof. And as soon as he said it, I was like, that's it. And Jared looked at me, he was like, what's it? What are you talking about? I'm like, my word. That's my word. And it clicks. So something keeps coming up and like over and over and over again, go with it. If you're struggling, just like, don't rush it. But also don't be April before you choose a word. Okay. I don't want to be too much longer. I love that you guys have chosen a word. I really just want to share with you kind of like what our growth has been over the past 2 years, how incredible my mid-year word. Yeah, maybe we have a new word. I don't know. Just how incredibly proud I am of all of you guys. And I really want to encourage you guys for the month of January. So from last year, another lesson that we really learned was that we need to really help you guys understand more of the backside of the business and why certain things matter the way they matter. And why when we bring up ideas about, okay, let's do this, or here's a flash sale, and certain dates when we have flash sales, on why any of that even makes any sense. And for the most part, when we have a flash sale, or we have a push group, like a diamond push group, or we have a really big push for Success Club, or we're emphasizing Success Club, all of these things are because it's qualifying a team somewhere for something, or it qualifies you to move your business forward, to win a prize somewhere, or to gain trip dollars for a Success Club, or to earn something in this business, whether it's a free workout, a free ticket to Summit. Like, there's always a reason behind everything that happens. And for us, we really just want to make sure that we're trying to help you guys to understand a little bit more about what that was. Because last year, we honestly had no idea. And we just kind of learned things as we went. But I feel like it's more powerful if you have the information and you know the reasons why. I don't know if you guys feel that way or not. But I definitely feel like when I know why Success Club is so important this month, it just makes more sense. And I'm like, okay, yes, someone's not just harping on me to get 3 challenge packs. This is great. I know why I'm reaching for this goal. So yeah, we just want to teach you guys a little bit more about that. I did a huge live today. It was 30 minutes. It is really explaining the first quarter of Beachbody and what's happening and all the different things. You're going to start to see emails come out. You're going to start to hear coaches talk about this on their stories. You're going to hear about it on team calls. You're going to see posts in team pages. You're going to see posts in team chats. And all these words are going to start to come up. And I just wanted you guys to really have a good foundation of what everything meant, because otherwise you're going to read it and be like, huh? Like, I have no idea what is going on right now. So the biggest thing for the first 3 months of the year is really Success Club. That really gets you so many prizes, so many workouts, qualifications, trip dollars for Success Club next year. It's so much. So know that will be a huge focus for the first 3 months of the year. And then moving into spring, we have a launch in France. So we are opening up in France. We will have a whole like how to launch in France call, all kinds of stuff that will be coming out to you guys. But if you ever hear anything, please just shoot a message through the FamJam chat. If it's something that you hear out in the BB world and you're like, I don't really understand this, just shoot it in the chat, because we will help explain what it is and how it will impact your business, or if it's even something you need to worry about, because there's a lot of noise. So we're going to sift through all the noise and we're going to focus on what really matters. So yeah, I think the last thing is just, if you guys haven't done a vision board for 2020, I would really encourage you guys to do a vision board. It has been huge on my stories to be sharing my vision board from last year, sharing my vision board for this year, talking about the vision board casting or the workshop call, and using the one pager from the call and sending that out to people. I have literally followed up with so many people and been like, hey, did you check out our vision casting workshop? Here's the link. Here's a 1-pager. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, it's a really great freebie. So use that as your January freebie to add value to anyone that says no to anything that you offer. It's a really good one for this month. We are going to kind of bookend that for February with a goal setting. So we're going to move from you've casted your vision. Okay, now how do we create this roadmap for the rest of the year in terms of how you need to break down your vision into goals and how you break down those goals by yearly to monthly to weekly to daily. So we're going to do a whole team call on that, and then we're also going to do a free call. So know that that's coming up. You may want to consider doing a free group the beginning of February that is something about goal setting. And then you can kind of tie in the free call at the end of your free group, or even if it's a couple days later or a week later type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what's going to happen. I think we're going to probably do one of those every single month. Deb, Aaron, Kim, and I, we're trying to do one a month for this whole year. We want to see how it works and what value it really helps. I think it helps alleviate the pressure from you guys too of having to do free groups. And hopefully it's a really great way for you guys to funnel in a lot of your contacts from just being a cold contact into something that you actually have to offer. And then you have an offer with a challenge group at the end of it. So that's the idea. If you guys have feedback on it, I am so welcoming like all the feedback on any parts of it. We want to make sure that we really help to like hit all the points. But more so just like how is the flow? Did you feel like it was enough information? Do you feel like it could be more, less, too confusing, too much, whatever? So if you guys have feedback on that, please let us know. The end of the month, we do better, and I now know why. What, Trish? What are you talking about? I missed that. That was at a point where I was saying something, and then I totally ignored it. Danielle, I honestly don't have a date for you. I'm going to say it's probably the week of the 7th. Probably. So plan for like a free group the first week of February, I would say, or you can do it afterwards. It's just a really great offer beforehand, and then you can kind of end with that, but totally up to you. And as soon as I know a date, which we're going to pick one soon, as soon as I know, I will make sure that I send it out to you guys. We have a really great workbook to go for goal setting too. So that's all going to happen. I would love for you guys to, so if you haven't posted your vision board, post your vision board in FamJam Empire. And if you haven't posted your goals under the goals post from today, take some time this week, like 15 minutes, take some time and post your goals there. It's really, really powerful to see what your goals are. And then for us to work together to really see what you need to do to get to that goal. Because I know for me, it took a long time because I'm like, yeah, I want to be a 5-star diamond coach. No idea what that is, but I'm going to get there. So let's break it down. Let's figure that out. We're here to help you guys kind of figure that out. And then lastly, the thing happening for this month is Summit referral program. So who here plans on going to Summit but has not purchased their ticket in July to New Orleans Beachbody Conference? Anybody? Who has purchased a ticket? Okay, so if you or anyone you know is going to purchase a ticket, make sure they put your name as a referral if you are going, because you qualify for an extra workout with one of the super trainers at Summit. If you have a second person that is going to Summit and you already have someone that's referred you, we would love if you could throw it in the chat of like who's going and hasn't qualified for a workout yet, because you don't qualify for extras with extra referrals. So let's get somebody else's name into the referral so we can try and get everyone who's going on FamJam to Super Trainer qualified workout. Is that okay? Does that sound good? Yeah, totally fine. And you have time to get your tickets too. But just know that when you do, if you purchase in the month of January, to make sure you put a referral name in there and just check in the chat before you put a referral name so we can make sure that everyone qualifies for a workout.
Is January on sale again?
January it's on sale. It's $165 US, I think. Don't quote me on it. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap this up? No, we're good. All right.
I missed most of it, so I'll watch the recording. Damn kids.
We are rocking it with the bar group. Make sure you guys add people into there. Don't understand the referral thing. Okay, let me touch on it before I let you go. For Summit, when you purchase a ticket to Summit, there will be a box that says, did someone refer you to Summit? I don't know the exact wording, but something along those lines. And you can type in somebody's name and coach ID. Maybe email is required. Probably just name and coach ID. Yep. So you type in the name and the coach ID, and that person that you type in qualifies for an extra workout at Summit with one of the super trainers. So it could be Joel, Autumn, Chris Downing. Trish's like, me, pick me. So that happens for the person who you type in their name. Mm-hmm. They only qualify one time though. So if you purchased, say Amy, you purchased a ticket, you put my name in there. Trish, you purchased a ticket and you put my name in there. I don't qualify twice, or I don't get to bring a guest to the workout. Like it's not like you gain tickets for it. That second referral is really nothing. So I would rather, instead of having my name go in there, I want to reach out and say, hey, Danielle, did you have a referral for Summit yet? No. Okay, Trish, put Danielle's name in so that she gets the workout too. And now both of us get the workout. And then same with once you sign up, the next person who signs up, we're going to be like, okay, Amy needs a referral. Can you put Amy's name and this is her coach ID? Can you put that in? Because that's just, it's so powerful to get qualified for these workouts. They're so much fun. How many did we do last year? 3? Yeah, 2? 3. I don't know. Shorty, do you remember? They're so much fun. Can anyone go to the workouts without a referral? No. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Can anyone go to those workouts without a referral, or are we only allowed to go to this one? So there's a couple of different workouts that happen at Summit. The one where you have to qualify, there's usually 2 or 3 options throughout the year that you can qualify for them. This is the referral program one. And then there's usually another one. Last year, it was something to do with Jericho.
You could pick your super trainer that you wanted to work out with.
There was another qualification though.
The qualification was for Jericho.
Okay. And then, but nobody else can go in. So if you don't qualify for it, you're not allowed to go into that workout. And then there is a workout though on the street. It was on the street last year. That one, everyone can go. You don't have to qualify for that. So everyone goes. But there are other workouts that you do have to qualify for. And if you're not, you have to have a wristband to get in. So if you don't qualify to get the wristband, then you don't get in. So January is huge for Summit purchases, for tickets. If people are purchasing your tickets, it just really helps everyone kind of qualify for that.
Everyone's guaranteed one workout plus the super workout, which is all the super trainers get like a 20-minute block and they go through it.
And it's insane.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
And don't drink Energize because there's nowhere to go pee. But Shorty and I have to go. We are, I can see she's like, I'm looking at the time. We've got a call we have to jump on right now for the Bar Blend workout. We're recording a video for everyone in there. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys at 9. Jamie and Kim are talking to us about kicking off 2020. So we'll see what they have to say at 9 o'clock. I posted the link in the chat. Thank you all. We love you all. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
See you guys.
Bye.